So after Wolves failed to get a win in 12 Premier League games, we thought we'd have a manager bounce. Didn't quite happen. The big question to come off the back of that result is, as low as it sounds, is can we beat Derby's lowest 11-point tally record that they set in the 07-08 season? This is the dark times we're in as Wolves fans now. We're just hoping to beat that record. But before I get onto that and whether I think we can do it, Edwards spoke after the game. I just want to go through a little bit of what he said. The first clip I want to play is him talking about, which has happened a lot this season, is we let the shackles off once we'd gone 2-0 down.
Took the shackles off a little bit and began to play a little bit more with a little bit more, okay, well, we're losing, now let's go. We need to feel like that from at 0-0. As I say, you look at, felt it during the game. I felt that they were the better team first half, but okay, we're 0-0. We can make some improvements. I felt we start the second half. I thought we were a bit more dominant.
Do you know what? It's happened so many times. It happened a lot under Vitor. We'd have to go behind to start playing. It's got to be some kind of psychological weird confidence thing that they won't do it when it's 0-0. They're so scared to attack. He also spoke about starting Tolu and Strand Larsen together up front.
They'll be very difficult to play against. Tolu's done really well this week for us, and I've liked him, and I thought he worked extremely hard today. We'll get more from him the fitter he gets. He's not at full power, I don't think, quite yet. But he worked really, really hard for the hour or so that he was on, and yeah, I'm looking forward to getting more from him. I think he believes in what we're trying to do as well, and so it's been a positive week for him. And if we can get them right at it, you wouldn't want to play against those two.
Look, I hope that can work, but I thought Tolu was pretty poor. He reverted to the fact his fitness isn't the best, so that's probably why he struggled a bit. It could work, but then our wing-backs weren't whipping many balls in, were they? So if you've got massive blokes up there, include Manetzi and that, who obviously drifts in, you ain't going to create goals, are you, if you're not whipping balls into the box? And our wing-backs were hiding, like I referred to in my video yesterday. He also said about us needing to get that important first goal.
But not much in the game and then get punished. We need to try and find that first goal, which is, again, you can't just say, right, lads, we need to score first. We've got to make sure that we do everything right, do the basics really well, and work hard and work harder. We've definitely tried to up the intensity, but again, quite a bitty week. Not had all the players in.
Thing is though, Rob, it's all well and good going 1-0 up, but just off the top of my head, we went 1-0 up against Leeds this season at home, lost 3-1. We went 1-0 up against Spurs away, conceded a last-minute equaliser. Went 1-0 up against Brighton at home, sat back way too early, conceded late on, drew 1-1. So even if we go 1-0 up, we shit our pants, really. We shit our pants because there's no confidence and no quality to go on and win the game then. It's only in the Carabao Cup we've done it, really, against Everton in the 2-0 win, but we need a miracle. We need a miracle, honestly. I know Palace are a good team, but they didn't even need to get out of second gear to win that game. They weren't at it, really, and they still beat us quite comfortably 2-0. Now, just on the question of the title of the video, can we beat Derby's 11-point record? We're on 2 points. Just to put it into perspective, Derby, after 12 games that season, had 6 points. And then, even more spooky, by the way, they appointed Paul Jewell on the 26th of November. Their manager left because of the poor start, only being on 6 points. They appointed Paul Jewell 26th of November 2007, and then they went on to get relegated on in March 2008. That was the earliest time a team had ever been relegated at the time. So they failed to get another win under their new manager. Obviously got, what would it have been? 5 more draws. And ended on 11 points. And it's weird how we've just got Rob Edwards in at pretty much the exact same time, but we've only got 2 points, not 6. Hopefully he doesn't end up being like Paul Jewell. They got their only win that season, 1 win against Newcastle United. Former Wolves legend Kenny Miller got the goal that day. My favourite ever Wolves player, Kenny Miller, absolutely love him. Great goal. And then they got a few draws, obviously, but a really poor season. And I was actually... Do you know what, as well, just got to mention this, they went on a record-breaking 32-game winless run, Derby, from getting Paul Jewell. And yeah, we're on a 17-game winless run at the moment, so we could potentially break that 32-game winless run unless we turn it around and start picking up wins under Rob Edwards, which obviously is another record we don't want, along with the 11-point lowest Premier League record as well. But when I was asked about this on Sky Sports News when I was on it, when Rob Edwards first got appointed, this is what I had to say about if we could beat Derby's record.
Do you think you beat Derby's record?
Yeah, I think we will. I think we've got a better squad than Derby had. I know we've lost a lot of players. We had a little bit of a good spell this season. The draws against Spurs and Brighton. We beat Everton, the Carabao Cup before that. So we've seen little glimpses that we can compete. It's just getting the confidence back into the players. And Vitor Pereira lost the plot towards the end. He was playing such mad selections. He dropped our 2 Brazilian internationals in João Gomes and Andre. Bring them back in. Try and get Strand Larsen's confidence back up. Try and get some of the new signings to start performing. John Arias, who was in the Club World Cup team of the tournament, like he was picked as one of the best 11 for Fluminense. He's been awful. No goals. I think he's a bit homesick. So we need to get a tune out of some players. Then we need to try and be in touching distance, which probably won't happen. But then,
yeah, after this Crystal Palace game, do I feel the same? I'm not as confident as I was in that clip. I mean, obviously Rob Edwards played the starting 11 he thinks is our best 11, and it's awful. It really is. Yeah, we competed in moments. Crystal Palace edged the first half, but we had our little moments. And then we had a bit of a spell just after half time. But as soon as they scored, heads gone. Hwang set up their second, give him the assist, as he loves to do. We've got poor quality coming off the bench. We've got poor quality starting, and I think it's getting to the point now where obviously we have got to look ahead to the Championship because we are down. But you've got to start playing Mateus Mane, Fer Lopez, players that you know are going to be here next season. I think Rob's got to really look at us and realise we're going down and start looking ahead to next season and leave people on the bench who are not going to be here, and which is going to be a lot of players, I know, but maybe bring in more kids just so the fans can have a bit of excitement and see some attacking intent. And honestly, I just can't believe how poor our summer window was. Chachua, Muller-Wolf, John Arias. It's only Krejci, really, isn't it, that's been any good? I mean, Tolu's struggling, but it is his fitness. And that just goes back to the bloody famous clip of Jeff Shee saying we had a good window. If that doesn't show you how clueless that bloke is, nothing will. Now, do I think we can beat Derby's record, even though we're only on 2 points at this stage? I do. I do think, as poor as our squad is, I do think it's better than Derby's squad back then. I do think we've got enough to win games. Look, we've still got to play, teams we've lost to already who we should have been beating, the likes of Burnley. I'm trying to think who else. Obviously, Sunderland are really good, so not them. The likes of Leeds. On our day, we can beat those teams. I know that they're doing okay. I mean, even the likes of West Ham, I know they drew at Bournemouth. I mean, Forest are turning it around. We've got Forest next. They're just going to beat, well, not next, after Villa. They're just going to beat Liverpool 3-0. So I think we can do it. I don't know what's going to happen in January, but we can pick up wins. I can't actually see us getting a win this calendar year, by the way. I can't, looking at the fixtures. Maybe Brentford at home on the 20th of December. But like I say, after that, I think we can get a couple of wins against the likes of Burnley and Leeds. Probably get a shock win somewhere. That's 9 points, so that takes us up to 11. Then try and get a draw somewhere else. So, yes, I do believe we can beat Robbie Savage, Kenny Miller, Paul Jewell's rubbish Derby team from 07-08 and get above the 11 points mark. If Southampton could do it last year, Wolves can do it this year. But it's very dark times, lads. It's depressing being a Wolves fan at the moment. We've just got to hope there's some kind of turnaround. And yeah, this is my reflection video this week. They're getting darker and darker and more depressing. I'm trying to be positive. I think the only positive is we was in the game for 45 minutes against Palace. We defended well away at Chelsea. The real negative is we can't attack or score. We just can't. But anyway, please like the video. Comment your thoughts down below if you think we'll beat the record. Yeah, I could bang on about Jeff Shee and Fosun, but I've done it to death. We know the problems of the board. And yeah, please subscribe if you want to. Nearly 11,000. I really do appreciate it. Cheers, everyone.